right, we are now in northern New Hampshire, kind of close to the White Mountain National Forest. I actually visited this spot a couple of years ago with Brian, Adventure Van Man, and we're gonna try to go and camp in a spot that we stayed at a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's gonna be open. There are a lot more people up here from what I'm hearing these days, especially with the virus and everything. A lot of camp spots are really, really busy. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed though and go check it out. Ready to venture up to the land of no sunlight and no cell signal?
Let's go. Well, I would like to do those hikes tomorrow, but I don't think we can stay anywhere near here.
We just drove the entire length of this forest road here, past the old spot that I stayed at a couple of years ago, along with many, many others, and a lot of them were actually empty. There was no cars there, there were no people there, but people must come and they set up their tents and kind of hold the spot. Most of them just had tents at them. I figure those people will be here at some point this evening. It is a Friday, so they're probably saving it for the weekend like this. It's kind of a bummer. Like, would have been nice to be able to hang out here for the night, but looks like we're just going to be doing some stealth camping instead. So we found another forest road, and we're just venturing down it, hoping to find something, but we also have another car in front of us.
Oh, can't see it.
Can't really see it. It's literally just right up there, and they're also looking for somewhere to camp, so we basically need to hope that there's two open spots instead of just one. Doesn't seem very likely. They just passed it up.
Oh no, I think they're backing up. We just stole their spot. Should we move?
We didn't steal it. They didn't take it. They drove right by it, and then we pulled in.
I want to know why their hazards are still on.
I don't know. Maybe they're expecting us to leave.
Oh, now they're moving. Bye. Well, it's not really a campsite. It's more of a parking spot, but it'll do.
I think it's fine for tonight. There is a fire ring right there, and I mean, the car that was in front of us literally just blew right by it, guys, and then they ended up stopping at this bridge over here and put their flashers on, so we didn't know if they were gonna like come and get mad at us because we parked there. I mean, but they drove by and then we pulled in. Maybe they didn't realize it was a spot when they passed it though, because it doesn't look like much.
It's not great.
But it's better than a Walmart parking lot, so I think we're gonna take it. On a second thought, I don't think they were stopped for us at all. I think they were trying to decide if they wanted to take this spot here, but it looks like someone else has it. It's the same deal. There's so many spots like this that just have like tarps and tents and random coolers and stuff like that. Maybe we'll see these people later tonight. On the second thought, the car just came back down this road. They stopped next to us and stared us down for like 10 seconds or so and then continued to drive on. So turns out I think they're pretty angry at us, but I don't really know what we can do at this point. They've left.
In other news, I really like Nate's new door system. Huh?
It's because you picked it out.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job.
Our first course for the night is just a bunch of asparagus. A little appetizer. What's it called? Like a bushel of asparagus or bunch? Bunch of asparagus?
What did you call it earlier?
I think I called it a bushel.
No, before that. Oh, a stick?
A stick of asparagus. So that's what we're doing first. And then after that, we're planning to do this like savory oatmeal, which we made a bunch of times back when we were like boondocking out in the middle of the desert during the whole quarantine and everything like that. It was actually really good. Like, it stays dry, it's easy to keep, you know, so we just kind of, that was like one of our go-tos. Haven't had it in a couple months though, so I'm looking forward to it. It's got like sesame oil in it and soy sauce,
green onion, sesame seeds.
It's really, really good.
So, turns out leaving your sesame oil in a hot car for 2 months means that it doesn't taste very good anymore. So our oatmeal is a little bit disappointing. It's really good normally, I swear. So that was gross. We're gonna try again. We have some grilled cheese on deck now.
Dinner, take 2. in hindsight, I guess we probably would have been fine with sharing this spot or trying to share it with those other folks, but they drove off before we could even really say anything. You know, they did kind of look at us for, like I said, 5 to 10 seconds, and they just drove away. It is also a really small spot, and they were definitely tent camping, and there was quite a few of them in the car, so I don't know how they would have been able to fit a big tent there. Probably wouldn't have been too comfortable, so I guess it's for the best. Hopefully they find another spot somewhere else down the road here. That being said, we are definitely going to be leaving the top down tonight, just in case we need to make a quick escape if they come back for blood or something.
It's a lot better than the rancid sesame oil.
It's been a long time since I've seen skies this dark, maybe at least 2 or 3 months at this point. You can see the Milky Way straight overhead here with the naked eye, so I figured I might as well come out here and try to get a few photos. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's like 2 reflective looking things, and they look like eyes. When I first saw it, I thought it was some kind of animal, maybe an owl or something, but it hasn't moved for the last half hour, so I think we're okay. Definitely pretty creepy though. Somebody was definitely playing some kind of joke or something. There's no way that happened naturally.
Bed is smaller than I remember it.
It is pretty tiny. It's like, you have a double in your van, right? So definitely a lot smaller. It's only about a twin, maybe a little bit bigger than a twin, like 42 inches, so kind of small. But it worked out. I slept okay, you know, and it was really quiet. I mean, we did have quite a bit of traffic going by on this road most of the night, but otherwise it was fine. It's nice to be able to hear the creek in the background this morning and just surrounded by trees and nature. We haven't really had this in a while.
Yeah.
It does kind of make you miss being out west, though. We definitely have kind of been feeling that way a little bit. There's just so much more space out there, so much quieter, a lot less people around. So, but for New Hampshire, for New England, we'll take it.
Heading up South Moat Mountain. I don't know much about this trail. It looks about 6.5 miles and a 2,200 foot elevation climb.
By the way, guys, the reason that we didn't bring Shannon's van up here, well, I guess there's a couple of reasons. For one, it didn't really make a lot of sense to drive both vans up north. We're about 2 hours north of where we were previously, so it didn't make a lot of sense to go up here. We're only here for a couple days and then to bring them both down. But for two, Shannon's van also is having a little bit of an issue. There's a little bit of a coolant leak going on right now, and we have an appointment to take it into a local Mercedes dealership, but it's not for another week. So we just figured we don't really want to put too many miles on it or drive it or anything like that. So it's parked at my sister's place for now. We are actually on our way back south though. It was an eventful day today. We did an awesome hike. It was definitely a lot of fun, but we kind of need to start making our way back because right now there is a lot going on in the Atlantic Ocean. Some pretty awesome swell that we're going to get. Hurricane Paulette, I think it is. It's going to be a pretty good sized storm, and it's going to send some good surf up the East Coast. So I'm getting really excited, guys. Maybe some of the best waves I've had in a really long time. But we got to get to the ocean in order to enjoy that.
It's the first Walmart we stayed at in a really long time.
It's definitely been a while since Arizona, I think.
Florida. We stayed in the one in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. At least a few months.
needed a little bit of a late night snack, and noodles sounded really good.
Conveniently, we have a whole grocery store as our backyard tonight.
Yeah, so much to pick from.
There was one other RV here last night, but they left at like 9:30 p.m. So we were pretty much the only van or RV in the whole parking lot here, but worked out, no knocks, slept really well, perfect temperature. We are sleeping this way in the van, so Shannon sleeps with her head that way, and I've been sleeping with my head this way just to kind of try to maximize this little bed a little bit better. And it actually worked out pretty well. It was pretty comfortable. The plan for today is to start heading towards the coast. It's looking like I said earlier, we're going to get a couple of fun days of swell here, and I'm starting to get really excited. That's all going to be part of the next video, though, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. You waking up? You sleep good?
Yeah, pretty good actually.
Seriously, you know what would make this hike more interesting? Raptors.